Hey guys, this is Eddie, and I'm gonna hopefully do a quick video, but it usually never turns out quick. In my used pile, I actually have a 1979 Tdk D C120, which is kind of cool. So let me show it off a little bit, huh? Well, first of all, it's used, so there's the tape itself, but I wanted to show the J card too. So it's already written on, but nowhere else it's written on. So this is how it looks like. It even has the year 1979 down there. There's a slight rectangular grid-like pattern. It even says 2 hours, 1 hour each side. Special care. tips on handling and storage. Anyways, the case is your typical black Morelco style. It says Japan on there. You can see it's really used. And the tape itself, it feels pretty premium. And I literally just fast forwarded and rewind just to loosen up the tape pack, and look at how smooth it just rewinds back. It does have the record tabs punched out, so I had to tape it back up temporarily. Interesting is there's some stamping at the top of the tape. Just as continued on the side. And it really does feel premium, even more so than today's tape, despite how cheap and cheesy it looks. If you look at the hubs, it's got the red retainer, and it's solid. It's not like a translucent color or anything. It's a solid colored hub. And it's, you know, nice deep brown. The tape actually looks pretty good condition, considering the age, considering the length. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is pretty thin. But surprisingly, you can't really see through it as well as some of the other tapes, like some of the newer TDKs that are only 90, like the DSX that I showed you earlier in my previous video. I mean, considering that it's supposed to be thin tape, and it is, you can see through it a bit. It looks thicker, or at least it looks thicker than the DSX that I showed. So maybe it's more durable, who knows? I'm interested in seeing what kind of level it can take, and people keep telling me with 120s there are, you know, you run into issues like you will lose level, you know. So if you record at 0 dB, it actually ends up less than that. So I want to put that to the test. Alright, so in my trusty ZX7, let's listen to it so far.
Invited me to go along the way. Yes was the answer to her that I did say there was me with.
So I don't know if it's just the age of the recording or that's just the way it sounds, but you can hear there's a lot of crackling. It doesn't sound all that amazing.
As I was a-travelling in the North Country, down Beaker.
So it's interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Interesting. Wow. I don't know what tape I calibrated this for, but let me turn this down. At least it's stable, considering it's a really old tape. Azimuth needs to go. Looks good. Oh wow. So on the right one, I'm all the way to the right already. And on the left one, I can still move down a little bit. But on the right side, I'm completely maxed out. Hold on. That affected the level, so let's bring that down. And that did affect that too. Still maxed out, I can't do anything about it, but at least with this one, if I max it out, you know, there's still some more to go. You know, I kind of wonder if this guy, my JVC deck, can calibrate to it. Alright. It's dead center on everything right now. It does not take level at all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is all the way to the left for the level. Center. Let me get center again. There's center. All the way to the right. Holy crap. The JVC is not able to calibrate to this. I'm bringing the levels all the way up and it can't do anything. But the bias, oh shoot, well, never mind, hold on. Well, let's just put it this, oh shoot, I'm sorry, I wasn't pointing my camera. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw this, but I noticed like I moved this all the way to the right, the level all the way to the right, and that's the best I can. So the next thing I tried was the bias, and I noticed that also affects the entire spectrum. So what I want to try was bringing this back in the center. So this is back in the center. Let me manipulate the bias and see if I can do anything with that. I'm at full negative bias right now. And I'm moving I've never biased the tape like this way before. So there's a lot of level. Now I'm not even sure what I'm doing. I'm manipulating these knobs just so that I can get something to work. And it's crazy because the level is affecting both. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Typically, they don't affect each other all that much, right? I mean, it should affect a little bit. Sorry if I'm bouncing around a little bit, but I have this thing on my knees right now. The camera, my iPad. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's the best I can do probably. After all that, oh, come on, focus. Level is all the way towards to the right. Bias is all the way to the negative. So apparently, when I say negative bias, I don't know why this, you know, I've always said negative because I was turning left, but that one I got to turn all the way right. So it's like the opposite. Somebody explain that to me. Alright guys, I'm going to give this a try. Also using the Overwatch soundtrack as a source, but I'm going to choose a different song or a stage or whatever, just to keep it from being too boring. All right, I'm gonna give it the best chance. I actually gonna have no Dolby. Okay. So we are. Oh, and I have headphones on just so I can hear the hiss and whatnot. And there's definitely hiss. All right, sorry. Weird angle. I gotta try this. All right, well, there you go. So it looks, well, there's definitely a lot of hiss. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I did through the headphones. Tonal wise, surprisingly, it sounds almost like the source other than the hiss. The highs were where they were at, the lows were where they were at as well. No frequencies missing. And what even surprises me more is, I guess this is a testament of the Nakamichi being able to calibrate to this tape very well. There is no loss in level. So I don't know if you saw me switch between tape and source, but as I was doing that, the level did not change. It was still 1-to-1. I kept it around plus 3 dB. So, you know, that actually sounded pretty good. There was a little bit of distortion whenever it went a little past plus 3. So it doesn't take any less level than what I would expect a Tdk D would take around this year. So, yeah, color me impressed for C120. All right, well, that's it. I bet you it probably didn't turn out as short as I hoped it to be, but I just wanted to experiment with this tape while I have it, and I figured I'll put a camera in front of it, so bring you guys along with my ride. So, yeah, fun. It's all about. That's what this hobby is all about. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. Bye.